And now we're in a magical place called Disneyland. No, this would be a really gruesome place for Disneyland to be in. Just imagine, just if you told your kids, "Oh, "We're going to Disneyland," they're like, "Yeah." You take them here. Mom, what did I do to deserve this? Essentially, that's how it goes down. Oh, hello. And this is why I bought the Uzi, because I knew I would get to this point. And usually if I had gone the other route and hadn't messed up that first time around, I would have been fine. I would have been able to buy the M2. Oh. Yeah, I saw that one coming from a mile away. Alright, thankfully I do have a purgatory left, thankfully. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these zombies. And let's not be stupid again, if you don't mind. Billy, I love you. I love you to death, but sometimes you make me wonder. You make me wonder whose side you're on. Oh, really? 2 insta-kills in a row? Wow. I don't think that could have been any more planned. I feel Sam's like toying with us now. And that's what I honestly think a lot of this is. Well, I mean, I've expressed my own personal opinions. You're the last one. I'm going to save you. Because I don't know what I'm actually going to do. No, I'm just going to pick up that last part and hit that last bottle. And then, yeah. But that's what I essentially think this overall alternate reality is. Where, essentially, anybody who's actually been in the zombies map, as far as, you know, the original characters, Takio, Dempsey, Richtofen, and Nikolai, or, you know, some of the special characters as far as, you know, John F. Kennedy, Castro, any of them, or Sarah Michelle Gellar, Danny Torado, I honestly don't know. I'm sorry if I just screwed up your name, Danny. I apologize. I seriously just can never remember your last name. But, and then also the new characters, Marlton, Misty, Russman, you know, Stuhlinger, and even these guys, you know. I think it's more of, they have already died. I mean, there's been multiple cutscenes where, as far as, you know, with Die Rise, the first cutscene, they showed that they had died. They had been mobbed by zombies, they were dead. So, we are no longer just trying to fight for survival. We are just trying to fight for our soul. Because when you think about it, back in the old maps, all those hellhounds, what would Sam say? She would say, "Hey, you know, fetch me their souls." So essentially, that's all this really is just a fight for our souls. We are already dead. We lost to the zombies a long time ago, and now we're just trying to make sure we go into a better place and not go to where Sam wants us to go. Oh, hello. Alright, I need to concentrate a little bit because this is gonna be my downfall. No, ooh. That was pretty sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the M2. Oh, no, because you're right there. Okay, well, what I'm gonna essentially do... Okay, we're good. Oh, I'm too pro for this game. Not at all, but I'm gonna say it. Because I'm gonna die. Oh, hello. Okay, please be full, doggy. There's only so much more I could feed you. Just be full. Be full. Be full. Be full. Thank you, you're full. Okay. Alright, so now that he's full, I gotta kill these side zombies. Yep. That was perfect, too. I had that angled perfectly. I hope I didn't do damage to that last zombie. But we'll find out right here, because we're gonna go ahead and power up not only Jug, but the gondola. And maybe, even if possible, I'm gonna maybe get the one downstairs, too. The part downstairs. We will try it. I'm not promising anything. Oh. No. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Okay. So we got that powered. Hopefully we can just grab that part. The more parts we can get access to, the better. Okay. So we got that. Let's go ahead and grab Jug. And now with Jug, in case like there's anybody new, I'm not sure why there would be any new zombie players who would be watching this, but I figured I should let you know. Juggernog essentially is, you know, Juggernaut. So you could actually take more hits from zombies or more hits from enemies, because not all enemies are zombies. But essentially, in a zombie game, you could take one hit and then the second hit you'll go down. Sometimes you'll get lucky. The game will be like, oh, we're gonna give you an extra hit, but I wouldn't risk it. So usually my overall strategy would be to get Juggernaut first before any other gun. With the maps in Black Ops 2, it's kind of adapted to where you really do need at least one gun before you even attempt to get to Juggernaut, because not only are there a lot of doors, like you saw how many doors we had to take just to get down here. I mean, sure, we could have taken a shorter way and taken the gondola down here, but I really don't like doing that because I feel it's a waste of money, because it does cost for the gondola to go down. But I guess realistically, no, it's a waste of money, because eventually you will need to open up all these doors just to, get the parts, get, different Easter eggs. We're going to just leave it at that. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a waste. And so essentially the way it's kind of adapted is you really do need to at least find one solid gun. Two in my case, as you can see here. Well, the B23R isn't necessarily a solid gun, but it'll get me through. Yeah, it'll get me through most cases. So, alright, so we got all three things, and I totally forgot to actually pick up the Hell's Retriever, so we'll go do that now. So, yeah, essentially that's what it is. So, you want to pick up some solid guns, and then first objective is to get Jug. Maybe if you could do a couple things along the way. As you could see, I was doing the dogs right away, because I do like to be able to use this Hell's Retriever, which is essentially a tomahawk that's on fire.
Was it something I did?
Woohoo! Yeah, it looks awesome every time that little cutscene goes through. Why am I going over here? Okay. And I totally forgot my train of thought. Yeah, essentially that's what I do in every single game. I try to get to Jug. I get Jug before you do anything else. I know a lot of people still tend to gain a lot of points, then they tend to actually hit the box. Now, the box in this game essentially is kind of like a cache of weapons. You spend a certain amount of points on it, and then you can receive a gun. Sometimes it'll be something stupid like a ballistic knife. Sometimes it'll be something good, such as we'll go with an LMG, so a large machine gun. So you could get lucky, and you could get very unlucky, but it still costs the same. So that's why I almost never go ahead and even bother. Oh, that's a barrier. Sorry, I'm just actually looking for a part, and usually it's around here. There we go. Alright, so there's nothing much more I can really do, because I need it. That's one part right there, and the other part I need Afterlife to actually hit. So we're going to go a couple of rounds here, just killing some zombies. I'm just going to build a shield at a specific place in the map, where I'm going to be running, hopefully, in the later rounds. But, yeah. So, yeah, I never hit the box early rounds, and there's some people that do, and, if I know you well enough, then I'm usually okay with it, because it's more of what you're doing. If you screw up, it's your own fault. But if I'm playing with randoms and I actually do see somebody hitting the box, then I make it a point not to be very helpful towards them, unless they prove that they can handle themselves. They can actually hit the box, whether they get a good gun or a bad gun, and still manage to survive. Did I not pick up the part? Oh, wait. Okay. See, that's the moment right here where I thought I had a part, but I didn't, and I was really supposed to go build it at the workbench. See, that's just a perfect example of how much I've actually played this game, and how many games tend to muddle together. But, yeah, so, random, you pick up a gun, unless you can prove to me you can actually survive. I'm not going to be very, very kind towards you. That's the best way I could describe it. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm actually building the shield here, because in the later rounds, I probably will be running through this area. Oh, yeah, and this is the box, too. This is actually a different variation of what the box has normally been. Usually, it was just kind of a tool shed box. Didn't have that rounded roof to it. It was just kind of flat. Still had the question marks on there, and it's never actually been on fire before this time around. So, it's different. And the reason why this map is actually different in many different aspects is because This was actually, I haven't verified it, but from what multiple people have told me, this map was actually made by the campaign team of Black Ops 2. So if you don't know, there's usually two teams, one team that works, or three teams actually technically. So one team that works on the campaign, another team that actually works on, works on the multiplayer, and another team that works on zombies. So essentially, I'm not sure why maybe the zombie team just was on strike and like, we're not going to make a map. Or maybe they just wanted to give the campaign team a chance to actually, you know, show their stuff, see what they can do, what they have. And this is the map they made. And I gotta say, I believe it's their first map they ever made. Quote me if I'm wrong. But for the first map they've ever made, I gotta say, they kind of got it right. I mean, the things you'll notice with all maps in Black Ops 2 is that it takes a really long time to get anything really done as far as, you know, possibly, you know, getting a specific weapon, getting your perks, traveling from one place to another. It does take quite a bit of time to get any of this done. And a lot of people didn't necessarily like it. I don't think you're damaged. I'm just double checking. But a lot of people didn't like that about current maps. But the thing about this map is it takes a long time to do anything, but they do it in a really fun way, and I can't actually describe it. You know, everybody will have their different opinions. Everybody will have their different take on it. And, I mean, to be completely honest, I don't mind Transit. I don't mind Die Rise. I think those are great maps. Well, yeah, I do like Transit. I don't go out of my way to play it, that's for sure. But, you know, I like it as a zombie map, as well as Die Rise. I mean, even though I have yet to be able to actually do the Easter egg on PlayStation because it's a freaking jerk, I still like the atmosphere, the capabilities, the ideas, because in a sense I like the little gimmicks they're adding with Transit, going from town to town, you know, doing all your things. From Die Rise, you had to actually use elevators as transportation throughout the whole map, essentially. And I like those little gimmicks that they're adding. And like with this one, you know, Alcatraz, the gimmick to this is essentially, you know, making your way to build Pack-a-Punch. So I really do like what they've added. I really do like these new ideas because they didn't stray too well. So again, some people will take their own, you know, opinion on this, but I don't think they've strayed too far on actually changing, you know, what we think of zombies to be, because I think virtually it's somewhat the same. I mean, yeah, there's obviously different things to it. Like right here, I'm in Purgatory mode. This is the first time Purgatory mode has ever shown up in the game. But they've put it in a way where it's kind of fun, especially with the different things you can possibly do. Like with Purgatory, you could go into certain areas, power certain things, actually power things you would usually need to turn on power for, as well as, you know, with the Hell's Retriever or Hell's Redeemer, to get that you need to be in Purgatory for that. So just adding all these little new elements to what was an original idea, I mean, I think it's genius because they haven't really changed it all that much. But as I've said multiple times, everybody will have their own take on it. But essentially what I'm trying to say is I really do like this map. I like the creepy aspect. I don't think it's as creepy as when I first played Nacht on Toten and Verrückt, mainly because when we first played that, you know, whether it was me or anybody else, we played that, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what we needed to do. It was all brand new. It was all essentially, again, I missed the freaking park. Wow. Essentially, we didn't know what to expect. Okay, just because I need a little bit more action going on here, I am actually going to kill the zombie and just run with it, because it's not that hard. It's only going to be round 8. Yeah, so it won't be that bad. So if I see it, I'll kill him just right away. But yeah, when we played those maps, we didn't know what to expect. All we knew was zombies were coming toward us, and we had guns, and we weren't entirely sure, and I can't even go into the warden's office. Wow, okay. Sorry. I am really just kind of a failure today. That is perfectly legit right there. Okay, so we're actually going to do this mid-round. This is going to be fun. I'm excited. I love doing stuff mid-round. And I can also buy Speed Cola, too. I'm kind of excited for that. Okay. Always forget which ones I need to go in, which is over here. Okay, I'm gonna power that. And because I powered that, then I could go down here. And then I could go power Speed Cola. Because Speed Cola's my bro. And then if you guys want to know the perks I'm actually going to be running with, I'm going to be running with the standard Jug, Speed, Double Tap. This is going to be kind of sketchy. Oh, hello. Yep, very sketchy. Very sketchy.